folks, this is Fat Guy Flies RC. We're out here at the Avon Park field. You're hearing that pinging sound? That's the firing range over there beyond them trees, hitting metal targets. Today we're going to be taking up the FMS J3 Cub in the Swiss livery. And so we got right, we got left, we got up, we got down, and we got right, we got left. This is simply a 4-channel plane. I'm running an AR-36A receiver out of an older e-flite plane. And it's just simple. All it's got is the AS3X in it. And yeah, so here we go. Wind is out of the east at about 3 miles an hour. And I already just did the range test a while ago. And plane is you know, all white, trimmed in red, with the Swiss markings on the tail, on the rudder. Maybe kind of hard to see this plane with this opaque or clear cloudy sky, but it's a beautiful day here in Central Florida. We got about a 3 to 4 mile an hour breeze out of the east southeast, about 85 degrees, you know, maybe 80 degrees, 80 to 85 degrees. But this is just a great little plane here. This is the version 2. Now they've just came out with the version 3, and the difference is I believe it can go on 4-cell now. I believe. Now I don't know for sure. The only thing I know for sure about the version 3 is that it has an improved landing gear. That I know for sure. And but this is just a simple 4-channel plane. It does not have flaps. The new version 3, I'm almost positive, does not have flaps. But this is a very, very scale plane. Very scale. And it's a typical tail dragger. So a little squirrely on its ground handling. But let me just show you just some of the scale detail. Okay, we're going to motor off. Let's just pick this up and just, I've got a 2700 3S Hobby Star in there, which I've got like 4 or 5 of those batteries. But look at the scale detail. Look at the engine, you know, the radiator, the exhaust, you know. You got Miss Pilot Herman in there, or Norman, or whatever his name is, and struts, you know, the window up top. There's just so much. And this suspension is functional. It is functional. It's just they've beefed this area up in the new one. This is where your receiver is, or your there's the receiver in it right there, an AR-36A. Here's your battery hatch, and pretty much, unless they've made the battery hatch bigger, pretty much the typical brick style 3-cell's what's going to go in there. Now if they do a 4-cell, well then it's just a little bit thicker of a battery, but it handles real well. It is a 1.4 meter it doesn't have like an incredible roll rate, but it's a 1.4 meter wingspan, or 1400 millimeters. So, but it's just a nice scale flying plane. Typical turn round winged Cub. So you want to take your turns with a little bit of speed and work in some rudder and aileron mix there to try to keep yourself as level as possible. Why I say a mix, what it is, I'm trying to do my coordinated turns, in that what it is, I'm taking the turn mainly with my rudder, letting my rudder dictate my direction, and then using my ailerons just to keep the wings nice and level, and of course your elevator to keep your nose up. But with a curved wing Cub, I know I say this all the time with these kind of planes, with a curved wing Cub, if you're not going to take your turn quickly with your ailerons, then you need to do like I'm doing here. And because I'm not full speed, I'm only about half throttle, so I'm, you know, making more of a coordinated turn or a flat turn where it appears that the plane is flying two-dimensionally. In other words, see, I'm kind of keeping that wing just as level as possible as I turn it, and that is a coordinated effort between the elevator, the rudder, and the ailerons, you know, and of course enough speed to keep her up to snuff. So all right, now if you look at the stance, see, look at the stance, it's very scale, so you've got you do not have a wide girth there for your landing gear, and so you need to be mindful of that. Let's take her off one more time, because once again I didn't take it out of range mode, so I have no idea how much time I have on my battery. And this doesn't have a smart receiver in it. It has well, it has whatever the FMS, I want to say it's a 40 amp receiver or maybe a 30 amp, probably a 40 amp for a 1400 millimeter class plane. Pretty sure that they would have put probably the Predator 40 amp ESC, but I'm actually not real sure. But there we go. You know what, we'll take off one more time, maybe give you a nice slow pass here. Whoa. Yeah, I can do a nice little bit of a knife edge there, kind of an upward spiral one. But here, just do a nice slow close pass here. You can get a good look at the bird. Yeah, there we go. There. Now I'm kind of horsing her around because I want to make my turn closer. So let's get her lined up here. All right, here we go. All right, that's the way to do it. All right, folks, that is the FMS J3 Cub in the Swiss livery. Beautiful looking bird, very scale, and just a great bird. Like I say, you see the Swiss, it's 1400 millimeter. Couldn't tell you, I think it's a 40 amp ESC. I'm sorry, I should have all my information, but I will put a link to the new version 3 in the description of this video. And there you go, and I'm running a 2700 3S center. So thank you so much for watching. You a happy bird? You're a happy bird. And what do you want to hear before you touch your plane?
Motor off.
Motor off. All right, folks, thank you for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe. God bless y'all.